Hey there, this is Matt Donahue, the instructor for Organic Chemistry 1 for the fall 2022 semester. In this video, we're going to do a tour of the Canvas course shell for Organic Chemistry 1. So by now you should be used to using Canvas as part of your learning experience here at USM. So under your courses, Organic Chemistry is CHE 255. On the left-hand side of the screen, you should see these sort of tabs. Right now I'm in the syllabus one. At the top there's announcements. The bulk of it here in the middle is sort of contact information regarding the syllabus. The actual syllabus itself is here, so you click on that. It's going to open this page with the syllabus. So I have a separate tour of the syllabus already posted on YouTube that you can watch. So you can go through that. I would encourage you to print out a hard copy of the syllabus because you're going to need it for the syllabus quizzes. Below that is the course summary. So you'll notice these calendar dates, and these are the different assessments associated with those dates. So you want to plug these into your calendar as whatever calendar system you're using, electronic or written. Write those down so you know when things are due. The next thing I want to go to is the modules. That's how the course is organized. So you probably want to go to the modules most often. There's a start here where you can meet the instructor. That's me. There's a little blurb about myself, my teaching philosophy, a link to my YouTube channel, the syllabus tour video, as I mentioned. Click on this link, that'll walk you through the syllabus. Some resources I created for the course. Here's some lecture notes. You click on that. You can download this file or it'll show up in Canvas. It's pretty big, so it takes a minute to load here. So when it does load, what you should see, these are handwritten notes that I teach from. These have subsequently been converted into PowerPoint slides, which will be made accessible to you prior to each daily lecture. But there's a copy of them in PDF format should you wish to have that. A couple more resources, functional groups, and then sort of a study guide that you can use as well. Prior student reflections on organic chemistry. Sometimes I ask students to write about their experiences. You can read through this, see what other students have thought of the course. Something new I'm doing this semester is this shared Google Doc. So if you click on here, this is going to launch this Google Doc. And the intention is that you all can contribute to this document as a shared resource to help out your peers learning in this course. So I've sort of pre-populated Module 1 with the 6 lecture dates, the exam thing here. The purpose of this is, for you to come in and write down, what you thought the key concepts were that day, what you learned, some sort of questions you might have. You're also encouraged to write your own exam questions. Write out a multiple choice question with answers, then write down the solution to that so that you all can study from. And I'm willing to take up to 5 of those questions and include them on the module exams. So that's another resource you can use to help your success in this course. So going back to the modules here, Module 0 is the syllabus. Again, it's linked here. You will have a syllabus quiz That's questions pertaining to the syllabus to make sure you read it and you understand it and what the expectations for the course are. The next three things are in relation to setting up your iClicker. So how do you set up the account? How do you redeem the subscription code? Here is a set of directions that I made. So I encourage you to walk through this and follow it. Setting up your iClicker, we're going to be using the app. So you have to have the app. You cannot have the physical remote. The app can be installed on your phone, your tablet, or your computer. So here's the instructions to do that. Pay particular attention to this right here. That's the redemption code. That's what you need to enter into the website so that you can actually submit answers that are being asked. The next couple slides are a visual screen grabs on how to do that. So you definitely want to read the syllabus. You want to get your iClicker app set up before day one because we are going to be using it on the first lecture. And then this is what the content is. They'll be in different modules. You're only seeing module 1 now. There's a module 1 quiz. Again, that's related to the syllabus. Module 1 synopsis and chapter learning outcomes. You know, that's taken from the syllabus essentially. So you see that same information on the syllabus. So module 1 PowerPoint, slide decks, and YouTube screencasts. So in this page, prior to each daily lecture, you're going to see the slides that I'm going to present from will be posted here as a PDF. So you'll have access to those roughly about 30 minutes prior to each lecture. So you can download those on your tablet, whatever, your computer. There's module exams from prior semesters that you can use to help study from. And these are lecture screencasts that were made over the period of many years. They're posted here as a supplement to the lectures as well for that module. So you can watch those on your own time. So the actual textbook is then located through these pages. So when I click on this chapter 1, that's going to load this page. So this is all the sections of chapter 1 of the textbook. So if I click here, that then launches this separate window, which is, it's launching essentially another app that is going to take you directly into the textbook. So this is the electronic text, this is chapter 1. You see the different sections here. These are all hyperlinked, so you can jump around. If you want to know what something means, you click on it. There's the definition. You scroll really fast, you get to the end of the chapter problems. So, you know, you're encouraged to do as many of these problems as you can. So some of them have answers posted, so you can click here and get the answer. The questions themselves, there are no homework sets associated with this course. So you can choose to do as many problems as you want or not do any at all. It's completely up to you. But that's how you access the chapters, through these pages that are linked within each module. So module 1 is on chapters 1 and 2, and that's what you'll have your module 1 exam on, is those 2 chapters. So this exam statistics module here, if we launch this page, this is where I just post the exam averages, standard deviations, that sort of thing. You'll notice as well below there it says score tracker. You click on that and you're encouraged to download this. I'm showing it to you on Canvas, but you really need to download it because it is interactive. And what you're going to do for this is essentially in these yellow boxes here, so input your score for each thing as you earn these points, and then it's going to calculate a grade for that module and sort of tell you how you're doing. So you can Download that. Each sort of module, you see it's out of 5 pages. Each page is a module, so it sort of updates as you go through, and it's calculating your grade up to that point for that module. So that's what's been released to you so far. As we progress through, the other modules will be released. We click on assignments. This is showing you what are all the assignments, when are they coming up, what are their due dates. Announcements, you'll see those on the front page. Discussions, so you'll want to use these discussion boards to post questions to your peers. I also read them. I'll answer your questions. You can, use this as a study guide. I would strongly encourage you to use the Canvas discussion boards as much as possible. That way that I can sort of see what you have questions about. I can help you out more. Your grades, click on here, you'll see your scores. What else do I want to show you? Quizzes here. So these are the Canvas quizzes. You'll see them sort of listed here, but they're also put into the different modules as well. Again, the Wiley course resources, if you click on that, it launches the textbook essentially, as you see. But again, the individual chapters will be also linked within the modules. So that's probably the most organized way of accessing them. But if you want to see the whole book, you can go here. And again, the modules page, you'll see more stuff populated on here as the semester increases and we move into the other modules. So that's essentially the tour of the Canvas course shell. Again, the main things you want to do: print out the syllabus, get a hard copy of that so you can do the syllabus quizzes, get your iClicker app set up so that's working. When you set it up, use your USM email because that email on the iClicker is synced directly into Canvas. As we go to the grades here, you'll see iClicker performance grade. That's going to be updated every lecture. So that number is going to increase, and that's why you want to keep those emails the same so that it syncs properly. So to wrap up, this has been a tour of the Canvas shell for Organic Chemistry 1 for the fall 2022 semester.